welcome to another episode of DIOTALK. I'm Dio. Let's talk. To welcome my guest today. His name is Richie Agosto, the host of All Elite Podcast. Welcome to the show, Richie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Thank you. Talk to me a little bit about your podcast.
Well, my podcast is we review mostly AEW Dynamite, Rampage, AEW themed pay-per-views. Occasionally rant on other pay-per-views, wrestling pay-per-views besides AEW, like WWE, Impact Wrestling, etc. We also do pro wrestling news besides AEW news. So and we also have a subscribers exclusive for Anchor podcast subscription for $2.99 a month.
Nice. Very cool. What inspired you to start this podcast?
The reason I did that, it was like the year 2020 in October. I needed to do something for a living. I was constantly struggling to search for a job, and I realized I could try podcasting.
Okay.
Yeah. And to this day, I've been continually podcasting on Agosto All Elite Podcast.
Nice. That's good. So you're almost like your own radio. You have your own business.
Yes.
For me and for the public, tell us what some of the things you discussed.
We discussed mostly about pro wrestling, some big news stories, and we have reviews on Rampage, Dynamite. We're willing to discuss about big like scandals, controversies in wrestling, like the Vince McMahon scandal. You already know about that.
Well, I haven't heard about that scandal. What's going on with Vince McMahon?
Vince McMahon was paying hush money to multiple women, like $1 million within the company's money. He's possibly in trouble. It was reported from Wall Street News Journal. So Vince is going to be in huge trouble. They have now Stephanie McMahon as like an interim CEO while Vince is disposed.
Oh wow! I did not know that. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer WWE or AEW?
I used to be a WWE fan since the year 2000, but in the end, I prefer AEW now these days.
Yeah, why is that?
Because AEW, it was a new, fresh product. It didn't have WWE's repetitive booking, like with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, repeated matches, feuds, putting the world champion on part-timers, not making new stars. And AEW is making new stars, and that's what they need. WWE is not now. WWE is making new stars, but now these days I still prefer AEW.
Wow. Who's your favorite wrestler in AEW right now?
My favorite wrestler in AEW currently right now, in the beginning, it started out with Cody Rhodes, but over time it changed to Kenny Omega.
I think Kenny Omega is this actor, right? He's under injury.
Yeah, he was on active injury, but he was a great world champion. Like he had this strong style moveset, like ballet, sort of.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. He had a great career in New Japan.
Yeah.
He had a great career.
In Japan, he had definitely a great career.
What do you think about CM Punk coming back and he went to AEW?
CM Punk coming back to AEW, I'm actually quite interested because CM Punk left WWE back in 2014, never wrestled for a long time. Ever since CM Punk came back, it's like a new fresh face in CM Punk. And he finally won the AEW World title, but he's out with injury, and we got a new interim AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Wow. Yeah. He got CM Punk got injured, so he can't compete now, so he had to relinquish the title recently, right?
Well, he didn't relinquish. They just had an interim champion. It will face each other for the Unification AEW World Champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your goal with the podcast? To make it into a business, extra money?
Yeah, because the only podcast is a business, and I really like grinding harder. I finally got like 2,600K at 2,600 views on my Anchor account. So
Wow,
my
that's a
goal is to
lot.
reach, yeah, my goal is to reach 5,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. What have you had any challenging while you started this podcast journey?
Well, all the beginning, I did the podcast by myself. It was a bit struggling. I got a little better over time, and then I started to get a. Then unfortunately, back like 20 or mid or early 2022, my laptop I got a little hard drive got messed up, so I had to get like co-host. I had to do my podcast on my phone, so and also I had to make another change. I had to get like a co-host. The first one was the guy called Cody Tattoo on Twitter. He was my first host, like my first co-host, helped me out. It was good for a bit. Then he asked to leave because he wanted money. Like I just brought him to give him the experience of being with a podcast. But unfortunately, he wanted money, and I said you can leave, and he left. So now I got another co-host who helping me out now. His name is Noah. He's like basically like 16 or 14. He's mostly a 14, between 14 and 15. I'm thinking, and he's my co-host. We record on Thursdays, and then we finish up. First we record on Thursdays with Dynamite, some news. Then on Saturday we finish up the recording with some Rampage inner news, and then I upload on the same day on Saturday.
Wow. Okay, so every Saturday is a new episode.
Yeah, every Saturday is a new episode. And now occasionally I produce bonus episodes like on Wednesday, every Wednesday, like uploading every Wednesday.
Ah, that's cool. That's cool. How long have you been podcasting?
I've been podcasting since 2020 in October, and I'm going good.
Was one of the reasons that you started was because of the pandemic?
I started doing it more often since the pandemic because I was forced to stay home during the pandemic, and podcasting what kept me busy from the pandemic.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from the state of New York.
You're from New York.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
That's cool. So you started your podcast. You started the niche with wrestling. You had some turmoil with guest hosts, but you're back on track. What's next with the podcast?
My next podcast, I'm basically gonna keep on grinding into something good comes for me and my podcast. And I hope it's very nice. I hope it's like a wrestler, a guest that brought to promote my podcast or something. I don't care. It's a famous wrestler like The Rock, Steve Austin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like Phoenix.
I named my son Austin after Stone Cold.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
That was my favorite wrestler growing up. What's your favorite match that you've seen so far?
The favorite match I've seen so far in my book was basically Kenny Omega and Hangman Page in Full Gear.
Oh,
It
wow.
was yeah.
Is that when he lost the title?
Yes, that was the day he lost the title. It was based on one of my favorite matches.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Are you autistic?
Well, Yeah, like the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly like that.
Are you do you know a certain level? I have an autistic son too.
That's good.
Yeah, he's
hmm
5.
hmm I'm more like mostly functioning 100% of the time. Basically, I function like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I have these small, rare, occasional breakdowns when I grab my head for like a minute or two, and then I work my head like that, and I get back up.
But that's good. That's very courageous. Good for you. Good for you. Working on that. That's really good. Proud of you.
And
Is this why sometimes it's difficult to find work?
yeah, it's mostly difficult. It's most of the reason why it's difficult for me to find work.
I'm sorry. That's people tend to be very unfair sometimes.
Understanding.
You know, my son goes through it and he's only 5.
Uh, that's very sad and very painful.
Yeah. People people don't really well, they don't try to understand.
They really don't understand.
Mm. But that's good because you're helping a lot of, you're inspiring a lot of autistic children like my son that you could do anything. Right now you have a great viewership and listeners on your podcast. You know, you talk about wrestling. It's at its peak right now. So it's very positive. You're very influenced. You gotta be proud of yourself. You're changing the world.
Thank you.
So what else? Is this the only podcast you're doing right now? Or do you have plans to do more? Like different ones?
Mm. Right now, it's the only. Right now, it's gonna be the only podcast I do. But occasionally, on bonus episodes, I might do like a review, like besides wrestling, like a South Park special or a past special on South Park, just for fun.
Got it, got it.
Yeah.
I love South Park. I haven't watched it in a while though. It's been on for quite some time. Have you ever thought about like announcing wrestling shows?
I thought about like doing a podcast on non-wrestling shows.
Yeah.
Um, for now, no, but I do know like testing the waters with some of the South Park episodes on my review in the future.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So you record straight when you record the podcast, do you record straight on Anchor
Yes,
through the app?
yes, for the app. Like at one point, I used to record things on my laptop, do some like do like my laptop that helps me record the audio. But as you know, my laptop hard drive is been messed up, so I'm using the
Yeah.
iPhone for the Anchor to record the podcast.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, Anchor's pretty much really easy. It helps you pick out like the back noise sound. It's owned by Spotify, so you're able to put different genres of music to give it a little feel.
Yeah.
What's your favorite era of wrestling?
My favorite wrestler.
Era, yeah. Do you like the golden age?
The favorite era is mostly the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
I also like the Ruthless Aggression Era. It was like ruthless with aggression.
yeah. Who's your favorite wrestlers in those times?
Ruthless Aggression Era. Brock Lesnar. We had a little Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Edge, and Kurt Angle. In the Attitude Era, it's the Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brock Lesnar just came back. He came back to I think on Raw. Was it on SmackDown?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar just came back.
Yeah. Who do you want to see champion in WWE?
Want to see champion again? Well, since Austin Theory has the briefcase, like I don't watch WWE right now, though, but I like to see Austin Theory like cash in on a SummerSlam to win the undisputed champion.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
That's cool. I want to see an AEW. I want to see champion. What's his name? I would like to see Bryan Danielson champion.
Yeah, I do agree. Bryan Danielson should win the AEW World Champion.
Yeah. That's who I think should have. Is he hurt? Is he still hurt?
Yeah, he has a concussion, so he's out for quite a while. So he'll be back soon.
Wow. Who do you want to see from WWE go to AEW?
From WWE goes to AEW.
Yeah.
I see mostly Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Because he's close with the Bucks. And see, he just had a 3-year new year deal. So in 3 years, he'll probably have his contract run out.
God. Probably give him more money. If not, he'll go.
Huh?
If they don't give him more money, he'll probably go.
Yeah, he'll probably go.
That's cool. Kevin Owens is definitely really close with the Bucks, with Bebe, what's his name? Adam Coles.
Yeah.
I like Adam Coles. I think he's become champion too. So you got every episode, a new episode every Saturday, every bonus episode on a Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Before we go, tell the people where they can find you at.
All right, everyone. You can find me at my Agosto All Elite Anchor. You can find me on Anchor, Spotify, Central Podcasters around the world. Just search for Agosto All Elite, and you'll find me in each and every podcast in the world. I also have a store on Bonfire T Public under Agosto All Elite Store. Search for Agosto All Elite on Bonfire and T Public, and you'll see my merch at the store.
Get that merch.
Yeah, get the merch.
All right, Agosot, thank you for joining me. It's been an honor talking to you.
Thank you.
If you ever need help with the podcast, let me know. We're here to help, all right?
All right.
Have a good night, man.